get this thing started. Let's get some conversations going with some podcasters out there, some real podcasters in the house, man. What's up, man? What's happening with you,
What's
bro?
going
What's
on,
going
Mr. Hall?
on?
How you doing? You're going
Man,
for two food, huh?
I'm delighted, man. I'm delighted. Look at last night. It's like we was in a thunderstorm or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I was sitting there watching, and then this everything went blank, and I didn't know if it was my connection or what.
yeah,
So
man. We just the phone just totally blanked out. I got a new phone, by the way. So maybe it was the settings or something or the Wi-Fi. I don't know. But either way it go, man. People seeing us live last night. They seeing us live tonight. So we doing it like that. So anyway,
yeah,
man, we're gonna start this over, man. I like your conversation last night. So tell everybody about Wrestling with My Thoughts. Again, everybody, this is Ron G, man. You can follow him at Rajeezy, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
make sure that y'all give him a follow, man. But tell me a little bit about what you got going on with Wrestling with My Thoughts.
Yeah, once again, thank you for the opportunity for being
Absolutely.
on the show, and being
Thank you
able to
for
get my
coming,
show
man.
out there to a larger audience.
Absolutely.
Yeah, wrestling with my thoughts. I started the podcast back January of 2019,
Okay.
and started just off a couple of friends urging me to do something uh, constructive with my speaking ability, and so I sat down one night. My very first episode was talking about my struggles with hearing loss and vision loss. So I have hearing loss, and I've got a degenerative eye disease, so I'm slowly losing my vision. And I just did about 45 minutes talking about that, and just rolled from there. And
Wow.
I'm 79 episodes in now. Um,
Wow. What platform is that on?
it's I use Anchor to broadcast,
Okay.
but it's also available on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Pocket Cast, and Overcast, I believe.
Oh, wow. So you all across the board, and it's been going on since 2015. And how many episodes you up to?
2019.
2000 what now?
19.
Oh, 2019. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you said 2015. Okay, 2019. And you already done 70 some episodes already?
Yeah, yeah. I do an episode every week. I haven't done live episodes yet,
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't done video episodes yet. I'm ramping up to doing that, trying to make sure I've got everything that I need in place to do that properly before I do it. So yeah, I've just been chugging along, man. I really should be over 79 episodes. I took some time away,
Mm-hmm.
like late January to early April, late March, something like that. So I should really be over 79 episodes.
That's interesting, man. I love the title, Wrestling with My Thoughts, because I know from you, like we all go through different struggles in life. And of course, you being transparent with everything that you're going through, is
Yes,
that
sir.
is that the theme or the kind of how you pushing the culture forward as far as your podcast, as far as wrestling with everything you wrestle with in life and how to overcome the different obstacles? What is your viewpoint on it? What is your point of view in that area?
Yeah, it's just that wrestling with a little bit of everything. The way I introduced the show is, I believe the show description says, "Join me as I talk about a host of different subjects." So I dive into a little bit of everything. I do dive into what my thoughts are on current events here across the nation, things that are going on in the news. I dive into some music. I dive into some history. I dive into some politics. Um,
Wow. So you just a wide variety of different subjects that you hit.
yeah, yeah. I didn't want to peg myself into one hole
Right.
because I had so much that I wanted to talk about. And my main goal is to help people through my podcast, whether it be talking about my issues or my disabilities. I do also have issues with mental health. I suffer from depression and anxiety. I talk about that at length in my
I
podcast.
can relate to
So just trying to
that.
just trying to let people know that there's people out there that can relate, that can help them. I offer a chance to reach out to me if they need somebody to talk to. And ultimately, I just want to give people different perspectives to think of things. Oftentimes, we come into knowledge of something and we just have that one perspective that we were taught or that we grew up around.
Right.
Never understanding that if we walk a mile in somebody else's shoes, we may have a different appreciation for the situation. So,
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. And especially when you speak of anxiety and depression. And also, you know, I work in the acting industry. I mean, you're in the industry yourself because, you know, you run your own show. Basically, when it comes to, you know, I'm always for actors that struggle with disabilities to get work, especially in this industry where it's so competitive. I think that we should really shoot for that and go for that because I think, in a way, everybody suffers from some kind of disability. That's why we can all relate in some kind of
I
way.
can agree. I can agree.
You know, so your podcast is definitely moving the culture forward. Where are you from anyway?
Born and raised here in Atlanta, Georgia. Grew up in the city of Atlanta, over near the landmark. I'll give everybody from this area that knows. Grew up over by the Foxy Lady and Thomasville. So grew up over there.
Okay. I
Lived
heard
in
of
Lakewood for a
Thomasville.
while. Yeah, yeah. Lived in Lakewood for a while over by Carver Homes.
Is that is
So
that is that over there by the Lakewood Amphitheater, right?
used
Oh,
to be able
okay.
to stand,
So hey, you
used to be
well
able to
versed. I
stand in
know.
my backyard and hear every one of those concerts.
Man,
And then
dude, I was there
from
when
from the
Janet Jackson. You remember the Janet Jackson Velvet Rope with Usher?
man, I went to that concert.
Dude, I was there.
Right, and take my man card if you want to. I've had a thing for Janet Jackson since she was Penny on Good Times. Um, so when I heard she was coming to Atlanta with the Velvet Rope tour, I went. I wanted to be
Right,
the guy that was brought up on stage, all of
right.
that. But
Man,
yeah, so I
that's
went
so
to that concert.
dope, dude. I went to that concert. I was promoting that for a comedy club and that I
Okay.
worked for because you know and I did stand up at. So he said, "Man, the owner said go with me. We can pass out flyers." He said, "I'm gonna get y'all tickets." I'm like, "Yo, that's dope!" And all I had to do was promote myself that we
Oh, wow.
perform at the comedy club. And that's when because I started out at 559 and Uptown Comedy Corner and Buckhead. You remember
Okay.
on Peachtree?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so you know that's where I started back in the days, man. So Lakewood Amphitheater, it always have that memory of Janet Jackson, man. Dang,
I,
that's
My
what's up.
the first concert I ever went to was at Lakewood. I went to see Wu-Tang Clan and Rage Against the Machine.
Oh wow. Oh, I know that was a hell of a
And
concert.
yeah, so but yeah, that's where I grew up, born and raised here. Nobody thinks it because they say I don't have a Southern twang,
Right,
but nobody thinks I have a Southern drawl or whatever. So nobody thinks I'm from here. Um,
right,
but yeah,
right.
so I just sat down one day and did an episode, did another one, and just been chugging along ever since.
And I mean, I know you. Did you say you was a big wrestling fan? That's how you came up with the name
That's
wrestling in the
yeah,
title.
that's part of the way I came up with the name. Part of it is obviously it's I'm wrestling with the thoughts that I have about various things, so I'm putting it out there for everybody to hear and to listen to. But also it's a play on words because I am a huge wrestling fan.
Oh, absolutely, man. I mean, my grandma grew up watching wrestling, man, and you know, I was big into boxing when Mike Tyson was hitting and all that. But you know, the fact of the matter is, the way that all this came together, man, was just it was a blessing because I think as podcasters, we're able to get on the mic and be transparent about ourselves and hopefully help other people at the same time, even if it's one person at a time. That's why when I do this live. I really want to push podcasters so you can build your brand however you can and whatever I could do to help, man. I want to let people know like the handles, everywhere they can find you. Take your time and just let everybody know where it's at because this video is going to stay online. So just let everybody know where they can find you.
Okay, okay. You can find the show first and foremost on Anchor. It's at anchor.fm/Ron G5. You can find me on Instagram at RAGEEZY. I will be building a page for the show soon, so I'll be sure to get that information out there. But right now, you can reach me at my personal page at RAGEEZY. I also have a Facebook page for the show. It's
Okay.
the Wrestling with My Thoughts podcast. On Twitter, my Twitter handle is at podcast WWMT. And I also have an email if anybody wants to reach out to me with,
Please.
just some feedback, if they have anything they want to hear on the show, or even to reach out to me to possibly be a guest on the show. You can reach me at www.mtent@gmail.com.
That's awesome, man. So you do have guests on the show from time to time.
Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
like
I
live
started a little bit later
episodes?
into the show, and I've had a gentleman that I went to high school with that did about 10 years in prison.
Wow.
And he's out and has formed this. As a matter of fact, a little promotion for Trap. One more question.
That's what's up.
He started an organization called One More Question, working with
Okay.
young men, trying to steer them away from the things that he got into, and trying to build that foundation between fathers and sons and kind of reunite the family.
What's the name of that foundation again?
It's One More Question.
One More Question.
It's one MO question mark. And
Okay.
you can find that on Instagram as well, at One More Question.
That's what's up. Look, man, I like what you're doing because you got such a positive aspect of your podcast and everything that you're doing as far as putting it out there to the audience. It's gonna go to a broader audience in the whole 9 yards, man. I really wish you much blessings on it, dude. And whatever I can do, I could come on and be a guest at some point or whatever, man. And we could talk about issues, sports, or talk about mental health, or we could talk about fitness, or whatever the case may be. But man, I like what you're doing. So make sure that y'all go ahead and follow this guy, man. Follow his podcast, Wrestling with My Thoughts. Hit it on all the different platforms. And if you missed it, make sure you rewind and watch it again. Thanks a lot, bro. All right. Good blessings to you.
Thank you.
All right. Talk to you soon. All right. Take care. Yeah, man. I really like him, man. I really like Ron G. He's a real guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a real person. He's a real human being. So make sure y'all follow his podcast, man. I mean, Wrestling with My Thoughts. I just like the concepts. To me, concept sells. A lot of people want to do what's flashy or what to get the most audience or what's it. No, you got to do what you feel from you. So I really appreciate that, man. And thank you for coming back on again. I'm gonna bring my man Rome up in here, man. Go ahead, Rome, and just let me add you. Put in for an ad so I can add you real quick, man, if you online. But in the meantime, I want to thank everybody for watching Stand Up at the House, featuring the Stand Up Avenue podcast. We do this every single week, but I came back to do a redo tonight and get these conversations recorded. And just like I said, man, my man Wrestling with My Thoughts, I think this is something great that needs to be in the real estate of podcasting. So what I'm doing on Instagram, I'm trying to do what other people haven't thought about doing, and that's pushing the culture by pushing our own podcasters and making it diverse all across the platform. So make sure that y'all join, man. Every single week I do this every Wednesday. So make sure that y'all pop on and make it happen, man. I'm so excited. Also, just the different election that's going on. I hope everybody go out and vote. I hope everybody just get out and do their thing and just make it happen, because that's what we all about, man, is change. In this country, regardless of where it's at, this country is all about it, man. Also, positive vibes. I just wanna put out there that, we got to start really pushing positive vibes out there into the universe. You know what I mean? So I want y'all to really, really, really stay up on that, man, and keep putting out good energy, because what you put out there is what you bring in. You know what I mean? So that's why I like bringing podcasts on here that's really pushing the culture. And that's what my man Ron G is doing. Last night, we also had Profanity Nation, you know what I mean, and the whole 9 yards that came in and did their thing. You know what I mean? The Laker fan in the house, the Laker Nation. Big ups to the Lakers, man. Championship. We got a 17th championship, man. So, make sure that y'all really do the thing. Let me see his Rome in real quick. Rome, are you available? See what's going on. I'm excited. But anyway, getting back to Stand Up at the House, man, we're gonna start it off next year. Also, do we got let's move on to Mudtalk. Mudtalk in. I know I'm kind of jumping around, but I want to make sure I get my man Coach Tony in if he popped in somewhere. Go ahead. If you in, Tony, let me add you, man. Let me pop you in and go ahead and talk about your podcast so we could go ahead and get this thing rolling. But I mean, regardless, man, I'm just so excited about everybody who's been joining. We're going to get these comedians popping every week, actors popping every week. The podcast is going to be once a month. So I'm gonna be promoting at least 5 podcasters each night. You could join in, and if any podcasters are watching right now and watching live, come in, man, and join. So let me go ahead and put you out there, so you could really come in and really push the culture. So I could really promote you, man. Other than that, I'm just excited. I'm excited. I know this pandemic been going on, but I'm excited about everything that's really popping, man. From the pandemic ending, saving different lives, and really making things pop. So let's go ahead and bring in my man Mudtalk. See if he available real quick. Yeah, can we get it? All right. Let me see. What's up, man? What's
Let's
happening?
go. My brother, what's happening? What's happening? What's good?
Man, look here, man. Look here. First of all, I want to apologize for last night, because the power, everything, the Wi-Fi, whatever came through, but we still made it a good live, man. So,
Hey, man,
the
God is
people who
good.
was watching, but I said I have to come back tonight because I got to record this. I got to get it on. You know what I mean? Because you guys are doing a lot of great things, man. So I'm thankful to have my man, Coach Tony from Mudtalk. From the Mudtalk podcast, man. So, how you been doing today, man? You and the family, everybody good?
Blessed, man. Blessed, bro. Like I can't even complain at all. Not at all, bro. I'm blessed.
Man, that is super dope, man. I love it, man. So tell everybody about your podcast. Kind of start from the beginning because where you from again?
For sure. Yeah. So right now, you can't really see my shirt, but I'm repping Charlotte, North Carolina, man. So the Queen City, first and foremost, born and raised.
That's
That's
what's
what I
up.
rep. You know what I mean? I'm a Carolina boy. So that's where I'm from. But Mud Talk basically started, man, about like you say, right around the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel
Right
like
on.
in the darkness, that's when your light shines. You feel me? So a lot of a lot
Absolutely.
a lot of stuff going on in the country, and I asked God to use me. You know what I mean? What can I be doing? You know what I mean? And He
Mm-hmm.
told me use my voice. So I have a very interesting story, and I was thinking like how can I get that story out and how can I use it to motivate people?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So that's where the whole out the mud concept came from. You know what I mean? Born in the projects, single parent household. You know what I mean? My mom dealt with addiction issues, so like everything we got was out the mud. You know what I'm saying? So coming from that to being a married man, homeowner, a father, running a business, things like that. I got it out the mud, but it didn't happen by luck. It was by hard work and staying focused and making a decision to stay focused. You feel me? So
You
I
know
just
what
want
they
to
say,
motivate
man.
people.
That's what it's about, and that's what I love about your podcast that we spoke on before. But of course, we got a new audience. We got my man, Coach Tony from Mud Talk Podcast here today. One thing about it, man, there's nothing more powerful than a made up mind. Whether you go the left or the right wing, nothing more powerful than a made up mind. So for you to share your story each episode, do you also bring other people in to share their story at the same time, or this is strictly from you?
Oh, definitely, definitely. I bring on guests. Like I know in my first season, I only had one guest on my first season. I'm on season 3 now, so I'm about three
Okay.
weeks into season 3. But first season it was all me because I just really wanted to introduce myself to everybody that was listening, so they would get a feel for who I am. And then
Right.
I brought in a couple of like music artists in the area that I know that I look up to because I do
Okay.
talk about fashion a lot. I love fashion.
Me
So I
too,
think I
man.
think I think music. I see you rocking the Lakers and everything right there. I
Oh
love it.
yeah. Oh
Um,
yeah.
for sure. But yeah, so I bring on people that I think that fit what I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? Like because everybody's not for mud talk, right? They may want to talk about something different, but the guys that I've brought on so far have been like I said, I've had a few music artists on, a few business
Hmm.
artists, business owners on, and the episode I released today I had a guy on. He's the host of the Independent Thought podcast. If you're into politics, check him out, man. He's out in Montana, so whole
Independent
different
thought.
part. Independent Thought, man. My man's super educated and passionate about what he does. But me and him actually did an episode about sports, so he came on to talk about sports with me. So
Oh, that's awesome.
I bring people on too, man. But mainly, I'm like I say, I'm telling my story, man. I tackle different things like youth entrepreneurship and youth empowerment, and just trying to motivate people, motivate the youth, man, motivate anybody who's listening to be a better version of themselves,
Man,
man.
we need that, man. Coach Tony, straight up, man. We need that. Just positivity. There's so much negativity going on. Positivity has to push negativity out. And you only need a small percentage of positivity to do that. You know what I mean? It's stronger than negativity. So for you to push that out, and my thing is helping people grow. Now, when it comes to entrepreneurship, when it comes to owning your own home, it's a lot that people just are not educated on to get to where you at. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to owning stock and day trading and the whole 9 yards, it's like that's the reason why my other podcast is going to be about raising the stakes as far as investing your money. And so, you cover a wide variety of things, man. And that's what I like about you. And also what touches me is you own your own like basketball league, right?
Yeah. So Milton Elite Basketball, that's my AAU basketball organization. Me and my wife, we own it. We started about 4 years ago with the intent to help kids in situations, single parent households, to be able to play AAU without the burden of the money that comes with playing AAU. If you're familiar with it, every month for one kid to play AAU, it's like making a car payment on a Benz. You know what I'm saying? So it's with bad credit on a Benz. You get what I'm saying? So
with a 29% interest rate.
100 for sure. And so I intended, like, when we started, it was straight out of pocket, man. I love the game, so I wasn't thinking like this is going to be a business. My heart was in it,
right.
and I was just grabbing kids and just trying to use the game of basketball to help change lives. You get what I'm saying?
Right
and
on.
It turned into a business about like 11 months in. You know what I mean? It turned into a
I love it.
business. Had some parents kind of corner me on some like, look, you need to be getting paid for your time and your effort, like the stuff you're doing with our kids. And I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And it started there, and God blessed me with to be able to be making a certain amount of.
Oh, you kind of went out. Kind of went out, my man. Oh, are you there? Hold on, is he there? He's there. I'm trying to get you, my man. What is going on with the sound? Is he there? All right, come on in. Are you there, buddy? Hold on. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? Oh, okay. Yeah, his sound went out real quick. Yeah, you should probably check your. Yep, just check your sound. Can you hear him over there? Oh, you can hear him? Okay. Are you there? Okay. Yeah, I guess. Let me see. Okay. Did he come back in on you? Okay. The Profanity Nation is in the house. All right. Let me get him again. All right. I don't know why. Let's see. It's connecting.
Yeah.
There we go. There we
I
go.
don't know what happened. I mean, I was just talking away.
It's all good. We're gonna beat this up,
We
man. That's for
good.
sure. That's hey
For
man,
sure.
look how we do it. Everything is about perseverance, man. Yeah, your
For sure.
sound just went out for a minute. But
Tenfold,
anyway,
tenfold.
yeah. Back to what you was talking about.
Yeah, man. Like I was saying, just for anybody that's starting a business, and this is a part of who I am too. When you listen to Mudtalk, like I'm trying to motivate people, so my heart was in the business before it became a business. So,
Right.
go with your heart. You know what I mean? Put your heart, whether that's you're a writer, you want to write a book, you're a comedian, you want to be an actor, like do what you love, because if you
Right
love it and you
on.
genuinely going after it, man, God gonna put you where you need to be. You know what I
And,
mean? And so
right, you couldn't have said it better
yeah.
than that.
That's how Milton Elite Basketball came along. Hopefully some of my players look like I got a couple of my players on here too, man.
Oh,
So
what's
like,
up? What's
you
up,
know what
Milton
I mean?
Elite
They
Basketball? What's up in
yeah,
the house?
let's
There you
go.
go.
So yeah,
So y'all follow stand up in the house, man. I'll be shouting y'all out every time y'all
for
follow.
sure. For
I love
sure.
the fact, man, that you keeping these kids on the straight and narrow too.
Yeah.
I knew plenty of kids who played AAU and went to Division I schools, went to the NBA. I mean, I know of people that really went through those rankings And for you to do that, it's a lot of hard work, dude. I mean, because you're dealing with all kind of different families. So, when you put the podcast with that, you put your beautiful family that you have. How do you balance all that at one time, real quick?
Shouts out to my wife. She'll probably eventually see this video at
Shout
some point
out,
in
shout
time.
out.
God sent me a queen. He sent me somebody that was gonna be stronger than me in areas that I wasn't even capable of being strong in. You know what I mean? So to be real, like without the teamwork that we have, this stuff wouldn't be possible. You know what I'm saying?
Right
Like,
on.
me and her make a great team, excellent team. So we work it out. We got two teenagers. We got a third, soon to be 14-year-old daughter. At the end of the month, shouts out to Tony. That's
Dude,
my
you
baby
don't look
girl.
like you got a 14-year-old
Yeah,
daughter,
yeah.
man.
My son just turned
Wow.
15 2 weeks
That's
ago. So I got a
crazy.
15 and 14-year-old, man. Yeah, started early, ended early. But
That's
you know
what's
what I
up,
mean?
man. I mean,
But
but look at it now. You still young and you get to be in their lives for like forever. You know what I mean? It's like that's a beauty. That's a beautiful thing, man.
for
Anything
sure.
I can do if I'm in Charlotte, anything I can do to help, man, I'm gonna be there,
For
no
sure. I
matter what,
appreciate it.
dude. Because I mean, what you got is I love the logo and how you came up with Mudtalk. The students can learn from it. Adults can learn from it. Make sure y'all follow this man right here on Instagram. Just let us know everywhere we can follow you and how often do you do your episodes. Kind of run down everything so everybody can follow you.
Crazy. First and foremost, this remake was a blessing because I drop every episode every Thursday. Every Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I drop
That's
an
what's up.
episode. You can find it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, any major platforms that you're listening to, podcasts on. So every Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern. Unless I do like a bonus episode, which I did earlier this week, because after Braun won his title, I
Oh
was on
yeah.
Twitter and I dropped the episode entitled LeBron Hate because for whatever reason people don't like him. I just can't wrap my head around it. So
I can't
I
remember the
I went,
things that do off the court.
man. Hey, if you on this
Fuck that.
podcast right now, listen, get on my page. The link is in my bio. LeBron Hate. I'm talking about the great basketball players, man. It's no shame on Jordan. I'm not
Same.
belittling anybody great. I just want LeBron to get his place that he deserves. But you can find me on Instagram mainly at Mudtalk Podcast. I'm on Instagram
Okay.
every day. I'm on Twitter every day at Mudtalk Podcast. I do have a
I
Facebook
love it.
page that my wife just started for the Mudtalk, but I
Okay.
don't. I'm not as active on Facebook, but I'm on
Me either.
Instagram and Twitter every day. So you can
Yeah.
find me here. Follow me, I follow you back. I interact, I engage, I like pictures. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a ghost follower. So yeah, definitely, man. Let's do it.
Man, look, man, I appreciate everything you're doing, Tony. And I mean, with the podcast, with the youth, anything that I can do, man, especially if you're in Atlanta, or if I'm in LA while you in LA, because I live on both coasts. Just make sure that we link up, man, because I like what you're doing, bro. And anything that I could do for the kids, I'm all there. And I want everybody to go follow this guy. He got something special going on. You a blessing, bro. Stay safe out there, man. And make sure y'all follow my man right now. And I thank you for coming on again, bro. We're going to make this happen. We're going to blow it up.
Hey, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
All right. Talk to you soon, coach.
All right.
Peace out. Yeah. As y'all seen, man, that's my man right there, Coach Tony. I'm telling you, I got to get to playing ball again so I can get in the AAU shit. You know what I mean? So I can get back to the NBA, even though I never been there before. But still, in my dreams, that's what I dream about. But I'm glad y'all, make sure y'all follow Mud Talk, man. Between Mud Talk and Wrestling with My Thoughts, this is great. This is better than last night. Shout out to my beautiful producer that's producing the show, Lady T. I can't do this by myself. So, we growing and growing every week. We on our 11th episode. We're making it happen. But let me see what other podcasts we got in. I'm looking for my man No ID podcast. Let's find No ID. Is he up yet? Let me see here. And shout out to the people who came on. That's supporting, man. Shout out again. You know what I mean? But big up to Lady T. Big up to Rajeezy. Follow Rajeezy. My man Jerome. With know what Rome thinks. So make sure I want to bring Rome thinks on in again, man. So if you want to come on and you're able to come on, go ahead and add me so I can put you in the live real quick. Let's go ahead and bring my man in, Rome Thinks. All right. Let's go ahead and bring Rome Davis in, man. No ID podcast. What's up, man?
What's going on,
You
bro?
back in the house, huh? That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
Thanks for
man.
stopping through again, man. Look
Oh
here.
man.
If I'm gonna be a part of your life tonight, man, I might as well make it good, man. Because look, man, y'all coming through last night. I want to apologize, but look, we back on. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
we here.
You don't stop. You know. So, man, tell everybody about your podcast. Kind of go over it again, man. We're doing it on a whole nother level tonight. So just let people know where you're from. I know you one of my fellow comedians in the game.
Yeah.
You go by Rome Davis.
Sure do. Rome Davis.
So,
Rome Davis.
and with the No ID podcast, again, I love the title, man. I love what y'all do. So tell us a little bit about your podcast.
Man, no idea is just what it is, man. It's a podcast. We ain't got no. Well, I ain't got no identification with it, man. You know, it's normal people sharing the wonderful journeys. You know, been doing this podcast since December. I'm on 22 episodes now.
That's what's up.
Uh, yeah, 22. I actually filmed
Man,
23.
congratulations, dude.
Thank you, man.
And you've
Thank you.
been doing it since December? So you've been doing it every week, or how often do you do it during the week?
I do it. I drop an episode every Tuesday. So
Okay.
every Tuesday, like Monday going into Tuesday, 12 midnight, 12:01, you got a new episode of No Idea available on every streaming platform you can think of.
Okay, we're
So,
gonna find out those platforms at the end here. But tell us what it's about, man, and tell us about some of the interesting guests you had on, man, because I find that interesting in itself.
man, you know what? Guess, man, I had Nori Davis up there for my fellow comedians. Nori Davis is a comedian based out
Yeah,
of.
Lord Davis.
He had me out. He did an interview with me actually for my first episode of the third season.
Hmm.
Um, Man, it was so much knowledge dropped on that podcast, and behind the scenes, I shout him out. He actually got nominated for a Grammy for Best Comedy Album of 2020.
What is his
Yeah,
first and last name again?
Nori Davis.
Nora Davis. Okay, that's what's up. I'm gonna have to look him up, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
And you from where you from again?
Chesapeake, Virginia.
Yeah, you from Chesapeake, Virginia. BA in the house.
Yeah,
That's
man,
what's up. So
Chesapeake.
what motivated you to start this podcast, and what are you doing
Man,
to move it forward in the culture?
man, look, man. What motivated me to start this podcast. One was like I gotta look at a different avenue because I saw one of my idols get a podcast recently. That was Kevin Hart.
That's what's up.
I saw him get one, and man, I came up in that era. Not come up in. I came in the Kevin Hart era, but my all-time favorite is Petey Green.
Peter Green, yeah, man. Hey, a lot of people don't know about Peter Green, Washington D.C., man, right there. The movie Talk to Me. If anybody ever seen Talk to Me, man, Petey Green, Don Cheadle plays Petey Green, man. So what inspired you about Petey Green that really made you want to get into this? Because Petey Green was really eccentric. He was very a deep thinker, but say what the hell is on his mind. Is that kind of what you are geared towards, or?
That's actually what I do now, man. Whether it's on the stage, on the mic, or it's just on an everyday basis, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, I was actually about to watch the movie once I came off the chat with you. This is probably like my
Oh,
13th
I
watching
could
this
watch
week.
that movie every single week, man. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, man, and that's just what I gear towards too, man. My comedy, I can be clean. I try not to use a bunch of profane language, which I don't do. But the
Hmm.
podcast, man, is just an inspiration, man, to tell people, you can always have a different avenue in whatever you're trying to do, whether it's, comedy, you want to be a writer, you want to be an actor, you want to be a dancer. Everybody got a message to share, and I put you on the podcast regardless if you're doing any of that. I mean, I put
Yeah,
somebody
I'm not dancing anymore, man. I used to dance my ass off, but I won't be coming on as a dancer, but I used to dance my ass off back in the day.
Yeah, man, we
But
can get you.
the thing about it is, man, what I do like about you, of course, I'm a fellow comedian too. I was on the Comic Views back in the days, man. Started back in Atlanta, but shout out to all the comedians out there that's going through this pandemic that we're trying to, get this work. It's been hectic, man. But when did you start that stage work?
I started at stage work March of 2019.
Okay. That's
March
what's
of
up. You
2019.
down in the game. Welcome to the game, then.
Appreciate it, man. I went
Yeah,
to
welcome.
comedy school, brother. I went to comedy school down here to get my foot wet.
Hey, you know my man Sean Jones? You know anything about Sean Jones?
Know a little bit about him.
Mm-hmm. I had him on a podcast. That's my dude, man. Sean Jones, because he frequents throughout the comedy zones and all that, especially in the Funny Bones and all that, man. You know, that's one of my dudes. He travel all throughout the East Coast, but Cool Bubba Ice. A lot of the cats up the East Coast will look out for you, man. So especially
Yeah,
if you get up on them New York comedians, they look out for each other. New York comics look out for each other.
that's
So
facts.
and so you do. Can you let everybody know what platforms it's on? Give us your handles and the whole 9 yards.
Man, you can follow me at Rome Thanks on IG and Twitter. My podcast got its own IG page. That's No ID Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You follow me, I follow back. Shout out to Lady T because I see she 757 repping. She followed me on the
That's my
thing. I followed
producer
her
right
back.
there.
That's your producer.
Yeah,
Shout out to her. But
absolutely, man. That
and then if you
that
click
what DC, Maryland, Virginia, Delaware, all that.
facts, man. And if y'all want to get, whatever streaming platform, it's a link in the bio. You click it, it brings up everything from what I'm
No
streaming
doubt.
on, even my IG page, Twitter's, YouTube, everything. So, give me a shout, rate, comment, subscribe, share, whatever. You know, I got you. I appreciate the love, anything that y'all doing, man.
I like what you're doing, man. So you're welcome back at any time, bro. And whenever I'm coming through Virginia, I'm gonna look you up. I'll be in Virginia next week sometime, but I'll be in a different part. I don't even know where is it at, but I'm gonna be in a different part of Virginia. I know it's gonna pop up on the line. Lady Tia tell me because she knows everywhere I go. So you know what I mean. But man, I like what you're doing. I like what you're doing, Ron Davis. And when I'm flying into DC. That's what I think I am. Yeah, I'm definitely flying into DC next week. So I'm gonna be there doing some business. But we gonna get up, man. So I'm gonna make sure that everybody follow. Make sure you look out for my man, No ID Podcast. Give him a follow right now. Whether you're watching it live or watching this video after live, all the podcasters coming on is dope. So I appreciate you, bro. Stay up.
Appreciate you. You too.
Be talking to you soon, man.
All right, bro. Be safe.
You too. Yeah, my man Ron Davis. Everybody know about that comedy game, man. It's so dope out there, man. That comedy game is hitting. I'm telling you. So we're going to get back on top with all these live stages. I don't care if we're coming to a house near you, a banquet near you, banquet hall, McDonald's, Burger King. We'll perform anywhere. As comedians, it's all about love, man. I hope my man Profanity Nation come on. If you're a podcast that want to get on, I got my man Profanity Nation that's about to come on right now. I got this Laker gear, man. But big shout out to my man Ron Davis. So we're going to pop this thing off, man, and make it happen. So and we can connect with the Profanity Nation up in the house, man. See what's up with my homeboy out there in Cali. West Coast be doing their thing. What's up,
What's
man?
up? What's up? What's up?
I got my
This
different
our
niggas on. You see what I'm
hey,
saying?
this our customized Profanity Nation Championship shirt.
Man.
$25. You go slide in our DM, you get the Profanity Nation Championship shirt. Says
Hey,
2020 on the bottom of it.
do you PayPal? How do you do that?
So yeah, so you could PayPal, Cash App, however you want to do. Just slide in our DMs, and we'll right now we are in transition. We're getting a whole nother website. So if you go to our website now, it's just a holding page on there where we're gonna have a full blown store where it's e-commerce. In the meanwhile, we just got to do the little PayPal, Cash App thing right now. So
Is it free
uh, um,
shipping? Is it free
yeah,
shipping?
I'll ship for free. I'll ship for free. You sign the DM. I give. I'm
I gotta
sorry.
get one. I'm gonna get one next week.
Okay. Yeah, cool. Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, we go ahead and get get the information after we do the show. You can PayPal me. We'll send it back out.
I'm
Zelle,
gonna wear
however
it
you want to
during
do
the
it.
show, bro. I'm gonna wear it during the show.
Yeah,
Do you have any
yeah.
hats?
So let me back up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
This dude had it on his
yeah,
phone.
yeah. So
I like
yeah,
that. Do you got
right. Yeah. So
2020 on it?
yeah, it says 2020 on the bottom of it. Yeah, you know where it is.
Got it. Okay.
You know
Yeah.
where it is. Yeah, you know where it is.
That doggone
Yeah,
money
so
Mike, man.
yeah. No. This is how we do, man. We got merchandising. We got to represent both. We got to represent the podcast and the championship at the same time. You know,
That's what it is, bro.
that's
Look,
what you got to do. That's
man,
what
I
you
got
got to
all
do for
kind of
sure,
love again. Look, man, I'm not on your level. I can't wait to get on your level as far as a fan.
man.
But let me tell you, man, I've been a Laker fan ever since I was a teenager dude, young dude, ever since Magic Johnson and Kareem. That's when I came in.
Showtime. That's when it started. That's when it started.
I ain't changed the sports channel off the Lakers since.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like I'm gonna be talking sports on the radio with you, man. But I'm a big time. I might not know all the stats, but I know what's going on that court. Believe that.
Well, see, but that's the thing. So you are the definition of a professional fan, right? Because that's the whole concept. So we obviously, I'm a Laker fan. You're a Laker fan. I'm in my Laker room, but we'll have anybody that just rep their team and just love their team because it's a generation. It's all love for everybody. We've had Clipper Darrell on our show, and he definitely, yeah, we've had Clipper Darrell on our show 2 times. He actually owes me a bet right now. Yeah,
Man,
so
that's what's up.
but
A lot of
I
people don't
appreciate them.
know. If you don't know who Clipper Darrell is, man, Clipper Darrell is one of the biggest basketball fans, Clipper fans especially. I mean, he's a Clipper
Right.
fan. He was with the Clippers when Donald Sterling owned the Clippers. He was with the Clippers before the Clippers was even known as the Clippers.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, Clipper Darrell is a really, really cool cat, man. And what I love and appreciate about him, he rep his team, good or bad, and that's how you should be. You know what I mean? As soon as they got eliminated, what happened? They try to jump onto the Lakers bandwagon. Well, we don't want you. You know what I mean? You got to ride with us. I was when we were, 7 or 8, 9 years, 6 years straight without the playoffs. I'm still rocking the Lakers, and that's exactly what Clipper Darrell is doing for the Clippers. So I got mad love for people like that. From a fan perspective. The one that. Yeah. So I think I showed you, and I'll probably show you later on today again, is my ball where I have everybody, every person that's retired.
We got to put that in this live. We got to. But before we do that, man, for the people who are joining on and the people who are going to be watching later, because like I said, I apologize about last night with the technical difficulties. Just blanked out on me. I don't know.
It's all good, man.
Anyway, man, tell us about. It's very interesting how you put together Profanity Nation because it doesn't necessarily mean profanity. So it's very clever how you put it together. So tell us about the title, how it all came about, and it's not just you, it's a group of guys, right?
Right, yeah. So it's a 3 guys. We're season ticket holders of the South Bay Lakers, and, the G League, and also the Lakers. It was birthed out of us, and I can show you the logo right here. This is our logo. All 3 guys. That's me over here in the back, or to the left. And basically, it got birthed out of. We was like, look, man, all this stuff is going on with the G League, all these players. Like we knew about Alex Caruso 3 years before the world knew about him.
Yeah, he been lighting it up.
Right, yeah, and he got a ring. So it birthed from that. Like, hey, these people want to get when they name brand, but we wanted to be from the trenches, from where they, and talk about their story. As being a Laker going through the ranks. You know what I mean? So we were at a meet and greet one time, and we were just hanging out, and we're like, you know what? There needs to be a podcast that talks about from the fan perspective. No X's and O's. No. Big up to Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp and all them. Love them. Yeah. But we do everything from a fan perspective. So I'm the guy that says, man, I don't think LeBron. Where's that guy? Coach? What's his name? Coach.
Right.
Coach. Right. I need to holler at him because I would tell him, look, I don't think LeBron's the greatest player of all time. I don't think LeBron's a GOAT, right? And then he would be, if we had the same game, he'd be like, man, what are you talking about? How could you not say that? He's this, LeBron is that, and I'm like, well, look, this is the reason why. But that's basically the concept of the show. It's everything from a fan perspective. We talk about what's going on in the court and everything, but we may not be able to talk all the stats and all that stuff, but we just talk about really from passion and the heart of what we see with our eyes, and that's basically the concept of the show. So Profanity Nation, we came up with it because we're professional fans. Professional players deserve professional fans, and that's the concept of us.
Oh, okay. So the pro, tell them it's Profanity. Yeah, got
Right.
it. So,
Yeah, we're profanity. Right. Yeah, so, and it's always fun, man, the way we do it, because if I say, hey, I got a podcast, it was like, oh, I say, you know what? I got to show it to you. I got to show you what it looks like. I got to, because if I show you, you're like, oh, that's dope. But if I say, hey, I got a podcast called Profanity, then, everybody's like, oh my God. But guess what? We don't curse. We don't
see,
curse. We make
that's
it a
what I
point
like.
not to curse.
That's
Yeah,
great. And
yeah,
y'all,
yeah.
do it from Hawthorne, right? Hawthorne, California.
Yeah. We go live in the studio every Sunday at 8:30. What you could do is you could download the Good News Radio app and tune in to us. You can
Is it
call
free to
into our
download?
show.
Is it free to download the good
It's
news?
free to download. Yep.
All right.
It's free. And we're part of a Good News Radio app. They actually have a total of 17 shows. They have 6 sports shows and 11 all types of different shows. So
Oh, super dope.
they have like a ladies' night show and they're gonna kill me because I
Oh,
can't list
they
the
got
whole
the palm
17.
reader, right? They got the palm reader
Yeah,
show,
yeah,
right?
they have the palm. They have the palm. That one that reads your palm. They
Yeah.
have another one that's inspirational. Do poetry and stuff like that. So it's a full blown Good News Radio app that you can go and listen to a whole lot of people. And we're on the sports side of it. So they have 2 divisions. The
That's
regular
super
talk,
dope.
and then they have sports. And then so what happens is if you go on that app at 8:30, you hear us. We'll be live on the show. You don't like what I'm saying? You can call directly from the app right into the show, and we can go back and forth.
Dude,
So
I
yeah,
love it, man.
yeah, and then if
Y'all also filming live? I mean, like where you could visually see y'all working on your stuff.
you go on our YouTube, you can watch us. You can watch us in the studio. We got a webcam in there where you can watch us in the studio. Here, you hear the direct feed. Yeah, so if you want to see what we're doing and stuff we're doing back and forth, we can also and you also could do that. And then, like I said, if you missed that, the replay every Tuesday, we're on every platform. We're on Apple, we're on iHeart, Simplecast. We're on also Bashani Radio. They're another one. So yeah, wherever podcasts are found, you can find us.
Man, I love it, man. And I mean, the thing is, that's coming from a completely different perspective. Nobody's really doing that. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Like y'all are true fan. Y'all don't realize. Man, you got your basketball near you. I mean, I got
Yeah,
my.
yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna show it to you. Okay, I'm gonna take it out the case. Give me 1 second.
This my man right here, dude.
Yeah. This is especially for you, man. I normally don't.
I
This
appreciate
thing
it,
this
bro.
thing can't be touched, man. But you
I
know
need
what?
this on my
You
life.
you
Don't let nobody know what your address is.
no. They cannot know it. They cannot know it. Absolutely not. So I'm taking it out the case, right? And I'm gonna go around. Elgin Baylor was one of the first ones I got, and
Hey,
then I went and got. You see, what are we looking at? We're looking at Shaq right here. I went and
okay.
I got that's Magic in the middle, and then I got my boy Kobe on the other side. Let's keep
KB.
on going. And then I got Jamal Wiltz. That's Jamal Wiltz right there.
Oh,
And then
that
we
is
keep on going. We got James Worthy right here.
what's
We can keep
up.
on going. We got Gail Goodrich. And we
Wow.
got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We got Jerry West. Yeah, so everybody, if you guys know what the theme is,
Hey,
everybody that's retired. So the only way, I'm going to put the ball back, I'm going to come back and sit down.
yeah, that's what's up. You got to put that back in the
Yeah.
case for real.
Yeah. It's in the case. Yeah, so let me show y'all too. Let me show y'all, I don't play. You see that? You see that right here? You see
Uh-huh.
that?
Oh, you
Yeah,
got
that's
the
my
left.
camera.
Oh, that's
No, that's my
okay.
camera. You see
Oh,
my camera?
yeah, you
Yeah,
got
so
and everything, right?
yeah. So I have a camera in this room. So all my other cameras are outside the house, but anybody that walk in that door, I know who's coming in,
Hey,
just
man,
in case.
is that your living room or your bedroom?
Listen, long story short, when me and my wife moved in this house about 10 years ago, she wanted the upstairs and wanted the walk-in closet. I said, I'm going to have me a Laker rooms, right? So give you a little tour right quick. I'm
Is that a
sorry.
closet?
No, this is a whole room.
Dang.
This is a whole room. I'm going to flip the camera over. Let me see if I can flip the camera over right quick as I talk to you. So this is a whole room.
Man, that's so dope. That's super dope. Wow.
Yeah, so this is the whole room. I gotta get me the new banner. I have the 2009 right there, 2010 on right there. I got Kareem. That's my daughter. I got my daughter to take a picture with Kareem. I went
Your
and got
daughter
these.
took a picture with Kareem? That's
My daughter
crazy.
took a picture with Kareem right here, and then after he took it, I had him sign it. You see that
So
James
dope.
Worthy. So I've met Kareem about
Wow.
2 or 3 times. I got Magic over there, and then I got Jerry West down there at the bottom. Yeah, so
Wow.
yeah,
I see
this
that
is
you got the
everything.
Michael Caine sign. You got the Laker clock. You got a Laker watch too, don't you?
Man, you know what? I don't have a Laker watch. I don't have a Laker watch, but you know what happens is when you start
I'm hoping to
collecting,
get one for Christmas.
yeah, man. Hopefully. Let me turn it back on me. Yeah.
Man,
So
this kid was dope, man. Money Mike, that's what's up. Let y'all know, man, we got Money Mike up in the house from the Profanity Nation podcast. Make sure y'all follow Profanity Nation podcast. He gonna stay on for a little while longer, man. I've been a Laker fan for years, and to hook up with some sports player, some sports. I know I know you're a professional fan, but to me, man, you could do sports broadcasting, man. You could really.
yeah.
And speaking of that, how do y'all monetize? Because a lot of podcasters, they just do it, they put it online, but a lot of us don't monetize from it. So how do you get in that side of the game?
So that side of the game, that's the hustle part, man. You know what I mean? Like I got we have sponsorships. We go out and we promote our show. We give them. We give a lot. Like if you if we go and say you want to advertise on, I'm in LA, so 92.3 is like one of the biggest show. It has Big Boy and everything. Well, man, for $200, it's 15 seconds on that's one commercial, 15 seconds, one commercial. What we do
Wow.
is we have packages from 5, 10, and 15 that's like a percentage of that cost. And we what we do is we advertise you on the beginning of our show, on the end of our show, and you get all the love from from Instagram and things like that. So we give different sponsors. I think I have like State Farm. We got a contract with State Farm. So what we did, we had them, we give away gift pads, out of there with all of our memorabilia and things like that.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, yeah. So
So now
we just go.
State Farm also came in and sponsored also. Is that the
Yeah, yeah.
local
So
offices or
yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah. We're not national yet. I want to get national, but yeah, we're just local. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got it's a local State Farm agent. You know what I mean? So hey, if you need some insurance or something like that, if you want State Farm, please go to her because she's the one that supports the show. We got a security business that supports us. We got a gumbo restaurant that supports us. Yeah,
man, that's
and we just
dope.
go out there and we push them. They want to bless us with advertising. We do everything we can to build up their business.
You know what?
And
One thing I like about it, Money Mike, I don't mean to cut you off, is basically what you guys have is a getaway. You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
Because you can get away from all the horrible news. You can get away from the election. You can get away from, even though all these things are important, you can at least take a
Mm-hmm.
breather, listen to some funny guys, really talk some good sports, and just be down to earth. That's what I like about it. That's the kind of
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
I
I
like.
mean, and see, and that's exactly it. Like if you over to the house and there's 10, 15 of us, talking about the game,
Right.
that's what you're gonna get from us in the studio. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'm just gonna go off. I don't think LeBron is the GOAT, and they always try to convince me that LeBron's the GOAT. So we just go back and forth all the
Who is
time.
the GOAT to you?
You know what? Look, you know
Who is the GOAT to you?
who the GOAT to me is? I would say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Okay. Okay.
I would say Kareem
Why is
Abdul-Jabbar.
that?
Well, because
Because
see, Kareem.
he's your good friend now, right? I was just gonna say.
No, no, no. But here's the thing, though. So Kareem changed the game, right? When Kareem was playing, you have to understand that if you look at him historically, he won at every level. When he was at UCLA, freshers weren't allowed to play, but his team was beating the championship UCLA teams, right? They took away the slam dunk, so he developed the sky hook. Right, that guy has all the accolades. Not shout out to Jordan and everything. He has all the accolades Jordan has. But the only difference is he's just not excited. He don't have a personality. See, what a lot of people don't realize, and I don't play to that, is everything is marketing. Everything is marketing. And look, I knew Giannis was going to win the MVP at game one because the media dictates that. So I look at it from that perspective. Like and so when you like my top five, man, I'm doing. Think about it, Bill Russell, man. Bill Russell won 11 championships. And look, and think about Bill Russell. Bill Russell was in Boston in the 60s. So he was a championship in life and on the court. He had a battle. He had a battle too. He had to battle two different people. So how do you
movement and the whole 9 yards was going? It was all kind of chaos. What just
right? They didn't. But it's 10 times worse, right? So Bill Russell out there, he wasn't able to sit at the table, but he out and had coming through the back, and he out there dealing with all the racism and stuff that he had to do, and still was able to perform. I mean, come on, man. I mean, like they're. I'm not trying to knock any of these current players, but you just have to.
Looking at somebody who carried the load, you know what I mean, and also gave back to the community, and I mean. LeBron do that too,
Man, look, I love. Let me tell you, I love. That's one thing, it's basketball and philanthropy. What LeBron does for his school in Cleveland, I'm gonna tell you what I love the most about that. You have to create a culture within a parent in order for the kids to be able to know what they want to be, right? Absolutely. So the fact that when LeBron went and opened up the school. That's amazing. But what he also did was say, hey, parents, I'm going to have you guys go to college. And because so that way if the parents go to college, then they can instill that into their kids. It's the same thing I do for my daughter. I told my daughter, hey, I'm going to pay you for your A's, but you got to have a 3.75. No money's coming in until 3.75, because you get an A and PE. That don't move the needle for me. You know what I mean? Right. You got it. So you get that 3.75, I got you. I'm giving you some money. So you have to instill that into the parent, so that way they can instill it into the kid. So from LeBron's standpoint, he gets 110%. I support him 100% on that. Because
look here, Mike. No, go ahead. Finish your thought. Real quick.
No, go ahead.
Man, look here, man. We're gonna be talking, man. Let everybody know I'm gonna be on your show this Sunday, so I'm gonna be calling.
Yeah. You're gonna call in, man. You know what? This may be I may be jumping the gun, but we're gonna have Josh Powell on the show. Remember Josh Powell?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So maybe jumping the gun, but he's almost confirmed. We're gonna confirm him tomorrow. Josh Powell's gonna be on the show, and what I love about that, even we had Samaki Walker on the show. And it's the same thing. I like to talk to him about like the ins and outs, what I feel about certain people.
Listen,
it's not a regular interview.
But listen, it's going to run out on us about 40 seconds. Let us know where we can find you, all your handles real quick, and then
at the profanitynation.com, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter is profan_nation, and you can follow us on there. If you want a shirt, it's $25. Send a DM. There's free shipping. Just give me your address on there. We'll connect.
Man, I appreciate it, Money Mike, man. I'll hook up with you Sunday. Thank y'all for joining. Stand Up at the House. Thank you, bro. It's an honor. This live will be on my Instagram page and on YouTube. I love you guys. I'll see you next Wednesday. See me on the podcast.